Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome to DTX.com, your resource for everything Yamaha electronic drums and DTX gear related. Today's video is going to be focusing on the free DTX402 Touch App, which is now available for not only iOS applications, but Android applications as well. And it's a free app that you download, and you can use it to maneuver the DTX402 electronic drum module. And you can also make customizations on individual pads, but on kits as a whole, found inside of the 402 electronic drum kit. So without further ado, let's dive in and check out some of the customization features that the 402 kit possesses when using the 402 Touch App and just how easy it is to do so. Check it out. All right, so once you have your 402 kit powered on, you have the app connected to the module, you're going to go ahead and pick a kit that you wish to edit. Now you can edit any of these kits here. Just simply browse through and choose the one you want to edit. In this case, I'm just going to use Pop 1 as an example. Underneath that, you're going to see the Edit Kit button. Go ahead and press that. And you're going to get a visual representation of your DTX402 electronic drum kit. Now from this point, you can choose the pads in which you wish to customize. Now I can either choose the pad I want to customize by touching it like so, and you can see the blue rings light up on the specific pads that I'm touching, or I can actually strike the drum itself. If you look on the bottom left-hand side of the screen, you're going to see what is called categories of sound, which is just the different parts of the electronic drum kit. You have kick, snare, tom, cymbal, hi-hat, and then any percussive sounds that you wish to assign to any of the given pads available. To the right-hand side of the screen, you're going to see all the different kinds of sounds in which you can assign to those categories of sound. So as a quick example, let's go ahead and use our snare drum. And I'm just going to go ahead and browse through and show you some of the snare drum options that you have available to you, starting with the Maple Custom Snare. So there's just a ton of options and tons of sonic capabilities that you can assign to these pads. Now I really like the Birch Custom Snare Drum. So I'm going to go ahead and use that as a further example. So from this point, we can now go into the top right hand of the app where you see Detail. Go ahead and press that, and you're going to go ahead and get a list of more parameters in which you can choose from, such as panning left to right. So for example, I have my headphones on. If I pan to the left, I'm going to get more in the left. If I pan more to the right, I'm going to get more in the right. I prefer to have it right down the middle so I have a good even stereo mix in the headphones. Below that, I can control the volume. Tuning. I can mute the snares. It's a little more dead sounding now. Much more livelier. And then I have different reverbs that I can send to individual pads, kits as a whole, but I can also send reverbs to individual pads as well, which is pretty remarkable. So to choose the different kinds of reverb that you wish to have assigned to these pads, you're going to go up to Common. And from this point, I can choose the types of reverbs that I want to have, starting with stage reverb, small stage, plate, really echoey, early reflection, has a quick cutoff sound, gate reverb, and so on and so forth. So right there, you just have a ton of sonic options and capabilities with the DTX402 drum kit. Let's go ahead and do one more. Let's go ahead and change my ride cymbal. I really like the vintage 22-inch ride. So just like our snare drum, we're going to go up to Detail, and we have more parameters to choose from, but because we're dealing with cymbals now, or our ride cymbal specifically, we can choose or change the cymbal size and even increase or decrease the sustain of that ride. Check it out. Sustain. And of course, I can send individual reverbs to my ride cymbal as well, any of the pads, which is absolutely awesome. So at this point, let's go ahead and just make our own DTX402 customized kit. I'm going to go ahead and just choose a couple different surfaces and just kind of put some wacky, weird sounds to those pads. And maybe I'll assign a couple of percussive sounds to those pads as well, just to show you how creative and how fun it can be to really play around with and create your own kit with the 402 electronic drum kit. Check it out. So that was just a quick example of just some of the crazy sounds you can assign to any of the pads. I had a unique sound going on the hi-hat there, as you just heard. I cranked up my ride cymbal. I tuned down my snare drum, or actually I think I tuned my snare drum up and tuned my kick drum down. So it's really just, the 402 is just limited to your own imagination. You can make so many different kinds of sounds and customizations, and it's so much easier now using the free DTX402 Touch App, which means you no longer have to be just confined to going menu diving and having to memorize what buttons to hold down on the module, the old school way, so to speak, to make some of these customizations. So the app just makes it so much easier to make some of these customization options available. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that was helpful. Be sure to visit DTX.com to get news on anything from artists to new DTX gear to anything relating to DTX electronic drums. And be sure to visit the forum. We love to hear from you. Leave us a comment. Thank you so much for watching. Keep drumming. Have fun. We'll see you next time. Take care.